Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch, and today is Tuesday, September 23rd. Okay, so I see one thumbs up. Does that mean you can hear me? You can see me? Hi, Kathy. Does that mean you can hear me okay? Two thumbs up. Okay, let me take this screen off of here. Oh, there y'all are. Okay, so we've got Catherine, Lisa, Carol, Lori, Deborah, Debbie, Pamela, Lori. Okay, you can hear me. Perfect. How are y'all doing? It's actually chilly here. I have my sweatshirt on today. I was trying to see if I could see what the temperature was. I don't know. I haven't been outside today. Okay, so here is the cute little project that we're making tonight. And I will tell you, we are making a super, super simple project. I was out of town this weekend. My nephew was getting married on Saturday. And then Dave and I spent the day in Nashville on Sunday. So if you're friends with me on Facebook, you saw some pictures that I shared on Sunday as we were going through Nashville. I had a great time. Of course, I wasn't there long enough, but I felt fine going there. But, you know, the traveling and everything makes everything more painful, right? Debbie says, hello from soggy Kansas. Yes, it has literally been raining all day, right? In fact, I just got a couple weather notifications saying that, well, I don't know. I didn't read them. I just saw the thing pop up. Okay, so let me show you the live chick candy really quick. First, let me post the link for y'all. Let's see. Let me get the link. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, I am in so much pain today. I think I said this last Tuesday. I cannot make the project and go live in the same day. But I was going to make a different project today, and I had to do something simple. I almost made a card, but then it was like, okay, I got to design the card. Okay, so now, real quick, I just posted the link for the live chick candy. And then I'll show it to you real quick after I go over to YouTube and pin that link to the top. Let's see. Here we go. And view my channel. I think last week I just said I wasn't firing on all cylinders. Oh, I meant to change glasses. These show an incredible glare, don't they? Yeah, let me change real quick. These don't have quite the glare in them. Okay, let's see. Here is the link. Pin message. Okay, so if you're on YouTube, the link for the live prizes is up at the top if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, I already gave y'all the link 30 minutes ago. So now I'm going to show you the prizes. You do have to be present to win. And this was the image that I was going to use today. And I didn't. It was too much fussy cutting for y'all. Oh, my necklace. Oh, thank you. That's a crystal. Yeah, that's a crystal. So prizes. This cat bag just keeps showing up every week and nobody claims them. But I'm just going to keep doing it until it's gone. Well, actually, I have like 4 of them. So, anywho, I thought it was just the cutest fabric. So, the choices are you can do the cat, the dots, or the Halloween. Okay, so that's option number 1. Option 2 is timeless plaid paper. Oh, I was going to say, and option 3 is going to be either 2 packs of cardstock or the brass butterflies. So paper or butterflies. And the choices for the cardstock are soft sea foam, balmy blue, Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, and Gorgeous Gray. Okay, so cardstock or butterflies, Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper, and or one of these. If you've been here before, you kind of know the drill. If you've not, I'll explain it again as we do it. And then the regular Chic candy, we'll go over in just a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be really, really, really quick tonight because, like I said, oh my gosh, traveling. And even though David calls himself my pack mule, that is really not what I call him, and that is not. Yeah, that's not what I call him. That's what he says he is when we travel. But I can't really lift anything. Like my purse is like this big, and it just has my iPhone, my driver's license, my lipstick, some gum. Oh, and some Tums. That's too much information, right? Yeah. I've never carried such a little purse in all my life. Well, maybe to weddings. So here's the supplies. It's a quick and get her done project, right? So we've got Designer Series paper that measures 8.5 by 3, a scrap of white for stamping, the Nested Essentials die. This is the largest one in this size. And then we're using 3 of the cutouts with that's included in the Designer Series paper. So this one, the hippo is going to the right. On the one we're going to make now, we're going to have him go to the left and see which one we like. On the little stars here, I used my pumpkin pie blends to color the white foamy stars. Yeah, so we're going to do that as well. Okay. So first things first, we're barely even stamping tonight, but like I said, I need to get this project done and skedaddle so I can go take my medicine because I don't know if y'all can see. I actually have a pillow behind me. My back is wrecked. Okay. Pumpkin pie ink. And I forgot to say, so sorry. If you're new, if you've never been here before, if you've never watched a live video, yeah, excuse me, my hair is a mess because, you know, I traveled yesterday. But if you've never been here before, you've never watched a live video, let us know. These ladies are fabulous people. I have to tell y'all, one of my customers called and she was like, she was so amazed that you guys all wished her well. So yeah, everybody is so kind and friendly. And so if you're new, we want to especially give you a shout out. Okay, this is, I don't even have my sticker on there. Huh. This is from the greeting is from Fright Night stamp set. Trick or treat. I did use this last week, right? No, it wasn't last week. Sometime in this series of the 12 weeks of Halloween. I just got to thinking that that's probably what I should say. When the video starts, I should say, hi, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch. This is week 8 of the 12 weeks of Halloween. You know what? One of these days I'll get back to being my normal stuff. Ruh-roh, that did not work out very well, did it? I gotta clean it. I pressed too hard. Ugh. Okay, so Kendra's new. Is that what she said? She's new. Welcome, Kendra. Okay. My garbage can is across the room. So where do I set this that it don't get everything else wet? Oh, I see a spot. Now, let's do this again. So this project holds a snack size. I didn't even show y'all that. It holds a snack size treat. And did I bring my container? Yes, I did. Okay, so it will hold Reese's Pieces in there. It will hold M&Ms. And it'll hold a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. So any of those snack-sized bags of candy, it will fit in here. So normally every year when I make these, I didn't make them last year, but I usually make this container every single year. And what was my point? I don't know. It holds the snack size candy. Oh, normally I show you other patterns of paper. So normally, like if this pack of paper has a black and a petunia, I'll show you like 3 or 4 different kinds. Well, I didn't have that in me today, right? So you're just getting one version, but you can use any of that paper. Shannon says this is her 3rd week in a row. Oh, Jenna says she likes my hair up. A messy bouffant. I don't know what you call it. Okay, so I'm going to get my tiny trimmer and trim this. So a lot of people didn't understand when I posted, and not all of you are friends with me on Facebook, but I was posting on Facebook that I went to the Morgan Wallen bar or restaurant, and we went to Tootsie's. We were actually at Tootsie's for a few hours. The band was really, really, really good. But a lot of people don't really understand. That's my home. I'm from there. But in 1995, Dave and I moved here for a job opportunity. And yeah, I never got to go back home. And let me tell you, we keep saying, oh, we'd love to move home. Well, when you go there, you can't take the traffic much. I mean, I can't believe it. It's like they ruined our city. Not only did they ruin the city in traffic, but holy smokes, I can't believe the homeless people and the stink. I mean, it reminded me of well, I'm not even going to name names anyway. Kendra, I have a link for the trimmer. It's a different color, but it's in the description on YouTube. So the minute this video is over, that link to that trimmer has been provided for you. And I can post it again if you don't see it. Okay, where's my measurements? Okay, so this is 8.5 by 3, and I'm going to score it at 3 3/4 and 4 3/4. Yeah, I have a super sniffer. I don't know. I don't really know what you call a very sensitive nose. Other than a sensitive sniffer. And so when we would walk by some places, I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't take it. I can't take it. I actually covered my nose several times. Man, I can't believe it. But I think that happens to a lot of cities, right? Yeah. I don't even know how they would fix it. Okay. So what I do, now I didn't do it for this one, but I normally will staple the treat if I can. I'm not going to do it again, but I want to show you that you just bring it up like that. And I also gave y'all a link to the stapler in the description. So if you're on YouTube, sorry, Facebook people. No, actually on Facebook it's there as well, right? Okay, so I just stapled it. Actually, I did staple the treat, which is fine. And then to cover up that staple, I'm going to use, now this is not the same color as this. This is pumpkin, but it's kind of like navy shoes or black outfits. All those shoes and outfits, what have you, they're all a different tone of color, right? So even though this is not pumpkin, well, once you put it on top of there, you can't really tell, right? And yet, I think Deborah says, you could use a glue dot to close this. You absolutely can. For some reason, I like using a stapler because if you're making like 30 or 40 of these, it's so much better to have them stapled. And I know a lot of people Well, I don't know about a lot of people now. In the old days, when I first started doing this, a lot of people would use my projects for their craft fairs because they're cute and they sell, right? So a glue dot might not necessarily hold through a bunch of moving. Oh, you know what I mean? Like setting up your booth. Okay, so that's going to go there with a mini glue dot. But see, now I am using a mini glue dot. And that covers up the little staple. Not on the back side, but... And I did give y'all the link to this container as well. I went ahead and posted that in advance. So like I said, I die cut this with the Nested Essentials. And I'm just going to glue that on with my liquid glue. Yes, the die cuts that I have here, I call them cutouts. They are included in the Halloween paper. So this is, what is this called? Is it Spooky Halloween? Spooky Sweet, not Spooky Halloween. Spooky Sweet Designer Series paper. And it actually includes the cutouts. Now in the past, our packs of paper you could choose either or. You could choose the paper with the cutouts or choose the paper without the cutouts. With the cutouts, it's more expensive. Without, it's a little bit cheaper. But, oh, why did I close that? I still need it. For Halloween this year, that we were not given that option. Whoa, I got ink on my fingers. So we need the foam stickers to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and skip to this real quick. I'm going to take my light pumpkin pie marker and I'm going to color 5. I'm not using those because that was with the dark and I actually prefer the light. So let's see, I used 3 medium. This dries pretty quickly, but I just want to make sure that I give it time to dry and that I don't get it on my project. That's the beauty of the alcohol markers. Yeah, so we oh my gosh, we had chicken wings at Morgan Wallen's restaurant. We were expecting like mediocre bar food, you know. Oh my gosh, the wings were absolutely delicious. They were even better than our favorite wing restaurant here. Uh-oh, I only needed 3 and I did 4. Oh well, I can't count. They were so good. Oh my gosh, I'm going to tell everybody they need to have the wings. And they have shoestring French fries. And if you don't know what shoestring French fries are, it's kind of like what Freddy's serves or the old Steak and Shake back when they were here. The little teeny tiny or thin, super thin. Not that I don't like all French fries, but those are my favorite. Okay. So there's that. Now, this is ready. Oh, let's glue this down real quick. Hey, Dolores, I shipped your coasters today. Thank you for ordering those, by the way. I gave you a little sample of a couple other sizes. What was I saying? I was saying something else. I don't know. What was I saying? Who knows? Okay. There's that. Somebody said the Designer Series paper is 3.5 by 8.5. And the 8.5 inch side I scored at 3 3/4 and 4 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to use, I'm going to use a mini dimensional for the greeting. And I'm going to put that, I normally use the black ones for Halloween, but this project doesn't really have any black on it hardly. It's mainly gray. And then these are going to get mini dimensionals. So I'm using the white ones tonight. Uh-oh, let's turn this over. Brooke asked me this morning, she said, or maybe she asked me last night, she said, did you cry when you left Nashville? Because I usually always cry at the airport. And I said, you know what? I think this might be the first time I didn't cry. But not that I didn't cry several times anyway when I was there. I cried when my nephew was getting married. A couple different times I got tears in my eyes. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wedding. It was in the country. Okay, now this one. So I'm changing the whole thing, since this one's looking to the right and this one's looking to the left. I'm moving everything over to the other side, right? Okay. So now we're going to do one here and one here, one there, did I do this right? Yeah, because this is his rear. So if you need to make a whole bunch of treat holders super quick, that's one of the reasons why I try to show this project every year, because you seriously, I didn't make this real quick tonight. Well, yeah, kind of, sort of, because I think I did more talking than I did demonstrating, right? But you can use your cutouts, your die cuts, whatever they're called. Use what you've got. And if you've got old paper, like I've done that before in the past, that I've just used a ton of my old retired paper. But these cutouts that we have, now the tree didn't fit on here, but you could actually make this bigger. So this was 8.5 by, what did I say, 3 by 8.5. You could actually make it, 11 inches. The bottom of it's just 1 inch. So you could make it taller and use the tree. You could put this little guy with the tree. Like I almost did that, but I needed to make something that the measurements were the same exactly in the past, because I couldn't do it today. Deborah says, I wish we could purchase just packages of large black. I think I used mine evenly. I don't know where they are. I think they're in last week's container, because, yeah, they're in last week's container. I have not cleaned up from last week. I did not order the advent calendar yet. If it doesn't sell out immediately, then I will order it. Someone's asking about the advent calendar kit. If you color the white ribbon on the hippo, it could be Christmas. You could, but you'd have to cover up the, sorry, I don't even know why is my nose running? It always runs when I go live, right? I was trying to figure out how to turn off the FaceTime camera. There we go. Okay, so Lynn says 219 are watching and 99 have given me a thumbs up. So yeah, if you want to give me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. Yeah. I think I was probably getting teary-eyed because I was talking about my nephew's wedding. Okay, so we're done with the project. I gave you the measurements, 8.5 by 3, scored at 3 3/4 and 4 3/4, stapled at the top. Oh, look, I messed up. How did I mess up? Oh, I'll tell you how I messed up. Note to self. I didn't put the white down far enough and his feet were hanging over it. So I'm like, oh, I'll just turn it over. Anyway, okay. So let me show you last week's winner was Joan Gordon. Joan Gordon, you won last week. So you won the drawstring bag and the mini glue dots, the Stampin' Dimensionals, and the tear and tape. This is the link to claim your prize. I need your address. or you can scan it with your phone and that's your QR code. That's the QR code you can use real quick to take a picture. And if you're watching this video later, it still works. You just hold your phone up to that QR code. So that was last week's winner, okay? Now this week, I'm giving y'all an option. I'm doing something new. I'm always changing things up. Does my video look super blurry tonight? It looks blurry, doesn't it? So you're going to get an option this week. You have two choices. Oh, everything is behind me, so I got to turn around. So you're going to get to choose. Whoever's name is drawn will get their choice between A and B. So Michelle said she had an anterior cervical disc fusion last week. Is that what we've been saying I need? I don't know the technical term because I don't see the surgeon until October 8th. How are you doing, Michelle? Tell us, how are you doing? I hope you're feeling okay. Okay, so option number 1 is going to be, or option A, let me take it back. Option A is going to be lemon lime twist cardstock, that's 10 sheets. Strawberry slush cardstock, that's 10 sheets. And this drawstring bag, this ghost drawstring bag, and a pack of the 2024 In Color Shimmer Gems. Okay, this is option A. Option B is crushed curry cardstock, real red cardstock, the Taylor and Travis Friendship Bracelet Drawstring Bag. I was selling these. Oh, I'm still selling them on my website, but I got some extras of these small ones. And a pack of the adhesive back metallic gems. So this is A, this is B, and then whichever one is also going to include 8 of our envelopes that we sell. These are the best envelopes. Okay, so let me put up that that promotional flyer so y'all can see that. Okay, so there is the image for y'all to see how to enter to win. All you got to do is just leave a comment on this video when it ends. As soon as it ends, that's all it takes. I use comment picker to draw the winner, and that's how Joan's name was chosen from last week. Okay, so now we're going to do our live prizes. So I'm going to what did I do? Wrong image. Okay. Let's see. Diana says her college colors. Let's see. I'll look for questions too when I oh, it's crystal clear. Thanks, Cliffy. Cliffy, by the way, I haven't shipped your prize from last week yet either, but I'm going to on Thursday. Okay, let me grab my timer because tonight we are going to set a limit, okay? I got my 3-minute timer. And I think that's pretty fair. So I'm going to go stop the form and we're going to do the drawing. So I'm going to recap it again. The choices are circle bag, kitty cats, or Halloween, timeless plaid pack of paper. And then the person that chooses the cardstock, they can either have the cardstock or the butterfly. And you get 2 packs. You get to choose 2 colors, or you can choose the butterflies. Okay, so I'm going to go pull the entries really quick, and then after we do the drawing, I'll look at questions for a few minutes. Okay, so I'll tell you how many entries we have tonight. Oh, where am I going? Okay, here we go. Y'all can probably hear the, we have 185 entries for tonight. So the form has officially, the entries have officially closed, I guess I could say. Download entries. And I'm going to share my screen so y'all can see the drawing. So today is the 23rd. And now I just need to copy them into the wheel of names. All this rain kind of makes me sleepy. Okay, so let me share my screen real quick. You know, I don't know why it's so small. I have no clue. I'd like to figure out how to make that bigger. Like this, my screen is really, yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll figure that out. Let me see. Hold on. You know what? I know how to make it bigger. Here we go. I think this makes it bigger. If I'm wrong, let me know. Okay. Where do I go now? I need to go over to the website. There we go. Okay. I made it bigger. Yay. Okay. Winner number 1. Okay. Congrats, Kathy. Fuerst. And I'm going to turn the timer over. You have 3 minutes to claim your prize. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now for 3 minutes. Again, your choices are a drawstring bag, the designer series paper, and the cardstock. Okay. Thank you so much, Yvette. I appreciate that. Okay, so Kathy is our first winner, and she gets to choose. Oh, you want the DSP? You got it. Okay. Don't forget, I'm going to need your mailing address. Okay. I think I didn't hear from a couple people that won. So our timer is going to start over. So I'm going to share my screen again, and we are going to draw the next name, or the next winner, I should say. Okay, screen share, remove, and here we go. Is it Lana or Lena? Lana. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I know you've been around a long time, but I don't really know how to pronounce it. So Lana or Lena. And let me stop sharing my screen, and we're going to see which item you would like. Okay, here's our second winner. And we would like to know, me, myself, and I, the 3 me's. Do you want the drawstring bag, the cardstock, or the butterflies? And you can just type in which item you want, and then you can tell us which of those you want. Oops, I forgot to set the timer. So we're looking for, this is winner number 2. Number two winner. There you are. Okay, so you want the cat bag. So you want this cat bag? The sweater cat bag? That would be so awesome if you want it. I feel so bad that no one's chosen it over the last several weeks. So you're saying cat bag. I'm going to assume that it's the sweater cat. and not the Halloween, but definitely let us know. So then our final winner is going to get the cardstock or the brass butterflies. Okay, so let me share my screen again. Hold on. I was trying to close. There we go. That's what I was trying to close. I wanted to close that spreadsheet. Where am I going? Okay, I know where I'm going now. Okay, remove. And here's our next one, our final one. Bonnie Brown. You have never won before. Congrats. Okay, so we're going to see if Bonnie is here. And Bonnie, we need to know if you want the cardstock or the butterflies. And if you want the cardstock, which two colors? So, oh, that's our timer. We're waiting to hear from Bonnie. She said yes on the bag. Yay, I'm so glad. The sweater cat is so cute. Okay, so Bonnie, we need to know which item you would like. I can go ahead and move this basket out of the way now. So the choices are, and move this also. If Bonnie doesn't claim this, we'll draw again. So that's why I'm keeping everything open. So the choices are Soft Seafoam, Balmy Blue, Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, or Gorgeous Grape, or the butterflies. I threw the butterflies in at the last minute. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I'm going to stick around for a couple minutes and just take a glance over at some of the questions. Okay, Bonnie, where's Bonnie? I wonder if I should add, so let me ask y'all while we're waiting. Should I put on our form that y'all fill out to enter to win? Should I put on there which platform you're on so that I can look for you? Cliffy, are you asking about this container? I can find you the link for these. They come in a multitude of colors. They actually hold cardstock. So like when I do a lot of shipping, or when I used to do a lot of shipping, hey, you know what I just noticed? The Gorgeous Grape color, the Gorgeous Grape cardstock, this piece has been discolored thanks to the sunlight coming in this room. So if somebody chooses this, I will I'll make sure your cardstock is not defective. Yeah, I just now noticed that. I used to use these a lot for shipping, so I have a bunch of colors like white, green, blue, pink. So Cliffy, I'll get you that link. We have not heard from Bonnie. So Bonnie's time is actually almost up. If y'all will see, it's been over 3 minutes. So anybody see Bonnie's comments? If not, we are going to redraw. So sorry. You do have to be present to win. And I think that 3 minutes is a pretty fair time, right? Okay. So the timer has officially ended. You can see. Oh, you're here. There you are. Okay. So Bonnie, which items would you like? That was close. You almost lost it. She's on Facebook. I think no, she's on YouTube. Never mind. I take it back. She's on YouTube. Would you like, I see it finally. Thank y'all so much. So your choices are these cardstocks. If you choose Gorgeous Grape, I'll make sure I take out the defective ones. Not defective. They've just, it's just faded with the sunlight, right? And it's glaring. It's glaring with my camera, or not camera, my lights. What are the colors? Okay, so the colors are Soft Seafoam, Balmy Blue, Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock. I can actually shove these up a little bit more, right? Soft Seafoam, Lost Lagoon, and Pretty Peacock, and Gorgeous Grape. There you go. Yeah. Or if you don't want any of the cardstock, you can choose the butterflies, whichever one you want. Yeah, as soon as I'm done with the video, I'll go take my gabapentin and my muscle relaxers. Yeah, so here's all the colors right here for you. And while Bonnie's deciding, those of you that won tonight, I do need to hear from you. Even if you're one of my super duper amazing customers, I still need your address, because what we do, and I say we, but right now I don't have an assistant. Y'all know Diana had to go back to work to get benefits. She's the third person. She's the third person that I've employed that went back to work to get benefits. Well, benefits and better pay, right? Let's face it. Here's the address to claim, to submit your address for your prizes. Yeah, maybe I should have made that in white so I could have put it over top of something. Hopefully you can read that. So it's my website, and then, yeah, there's dashes in there. Next week I'll make it white so I can put it right over top of something colored. Or I'll put a color behind it, right? Okay, so which cardstock? She picked cardstock. And then, you know what? And Bonnie, you don't even have to tell me tonight, because guess what? When you send me your claim form, all you got to do is tell me the colors that you want, okay? Yeah, so just tell me the colors you want. I'll have your name on them, so that way it'll be there to do, okay? So we're done with the prizes. I'm going to take a few minutes to... Oh, you answered right away. Isn't that crazy? Because I had the timer for 3 minutes. It doesn't... can I function taking gabapentin? I took one at 1 p.m. today and a muscle relaxer, and I can function just fine. Yeah. But now it's worn off. It's been worn off for like 2 hours. Yeah. So now I'll take 2, and it helps me sleep and helps a little bit with the pain. I put a heating pad over all of this also. Cliffy says, I'm asking about the plastic sleeve that the cardstocks are stored in. Okay, let's see. Let's pull one of those out really quickly. I'll pull last week's. Last week's winner, if you're here, I never got your color selections. So, and I don't think I got your address either. So this was last week's winner. So these are just, I have 2 different sizes, because last week's was in that one. And now this one, so this one folds over a little bit more. I have a lot of inventory of items that I used to use for Card Club. And since I'm not doing Card Club anymore because of my spine, I'm trying to use up, like, I have a lot of cardstock. I mean, a lot of cardstock, because I kept purchasing it for Card Club. And then now that I've stopped Card Club, same thing with like clear thingies. Oh gosh, I have thousands and thousands. I think what I'm going to do is do another auction sale, but I got to wait till I actually feel well enough to do the live sale, right? Yeah. She doesn't understand how to choose 2 colors. Yeah, so you get, Bonnie, if you're still here, you get 2 color choices. So you don't get all of them. Gorgeous Grape and Soft Seafoam. Perfect. I got it. And I'll make sure, like I said, that I give you good cardstock and not faded cardstock. Okay. So here's my prizes that I will be shipping tomorrow, as long as I get y'all, or not tomorrow, Thursday, as long as I get y'all's address. Y'all got to fill out that form. Yeah, you got to fill out the form to get it. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to look back now on some of the questions. If I missed your question tonight, here's the, let me look really quick and make sure I didn't miss anything. I announced the winner. I'm going to put my email address on here also. So if I missed your question, if you ask me a question and I miss it even looking back, there's my email. Send me an email, let me know. This is driving me crazy right here. I really, let me see if I can edit this. Background, color, and I am going to make the background white. Does that work if I make the background white? Background gradient? No, I don't want it white. I want it blue. How's that? Is that better? Ruh-roh. Grr. Okay. Can y'all see that now? I guess it would help if I moved my keyboard, right? Let's move this here. And move this here. I know y'all are like, what in the world is she doing? I'm going to look for questions for a few minutes now. Yeah. So I'm at the very bottom. Now I'm going to scroll up to the top. You're very welcome. Hey, Kathy. You know, Kathy, what I just realized? I still have not sent you your gift that I was supposed to give you it on stage. I'm so sorry. It is still hanging in my mudroom. Where did you get the containers that you keep your cutouts in? I will give you that link right now. So the cutouts, copy. There's the cutouts. Oh, what just happened? Okay. That was from Chris Ann. Julie says, thank you. Thank you for the prayers, for sure. Yes, I'm a firm believer in the power of prayer. In fact, we were at dinner the other night with my sister and my brother-in-law, and I was telling them about there was a time once in my life that I was actually in the shower sobbing and crying, and I just prayed out loud for something. And I literally was getting out of the shower and my phone rang and someone called and had found the items that had been stolen from me. Someone had thrown them in a dumpster. They broke into my vehicle and stole some stuff, and I was devastated. And so it's ever since then, when you have a prayer answered, like the moment that you're praying it, you always believe in the power of prayer, right? Michelle says that she's taken gabapentin, muscle relaxer. Oh, you're also taking pain pills. I just cannot yet take pain pills, but you just had surgery, so you need them, right? Let's see. Lynn says she couldn't take the gabapentin. Yeah, I don't know why I can, but I can. Yeah. Somebody told me it made them sleepy. I think the two of them at bedtime might make me sleepy, right? Yeah, because I am sleeping. For some reason, oh, okay, that's not a question. I'm just scrolling and looking for questions. So, oh yeah, again, I forgot to tell y'all. Yes, the PDF will be available tomorrow. All the measurements, the pictures, and all of that will be available tomorrow. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm not seeing any other questions, but it's probably because I don't always get all the questions for some reason. I'm not real sure why, but yeah. Anyway, okay. So you guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it, and I hope you like my super quick get her done project. I know I didn't stamp very much, and it's not going to blow your socks off. But I don't really have it in me right now. Yeah, so it's like I either cancel or I do something really, really, really simple. Yeah, when it comes to pain, I don't know. You guys probably can't see. So if you look at this side of my neck, there's no swelling or nothing. I'm trying to see. There's no swelling on my neck. If you look here, it's like I have a biscuit in my neck right here. This is like a huge biscuit. We call it my biscuit. And when all of this gets really painful and inflamed, this just gets bigger and bigger. I don't know why. It has something to do with my spine. But yeah, so even David can really tell when I'm in so much pain. This just gets it gets so inflamed. Yeah, my biscuit. Um, we have to laugh, right? Either laugh or cry. Okay, I'm glad y'all like it. Thank you so much. Kathy said she had weird dreams when she was taking it. Yeah. Cindy says she got off of it. It's not good for you. I'm a little afraid. I don't know the side effects of it. But I meet with the surgeon on October 8th, so I can't make that go any faster. And if I didn't take the medicine, honestly, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, let's get real. If I get the surgery, I'm not going to stop stamping now. But when I get the surgery, I'm going to have to take a break, right? I'm not going to be able to do it at all. Like, no paper cutting, nothing. So I'm not going to show up for you guys until I have no choice, right? Yes. When Peggy says when you start naming your aches, they hang around for too long. You're right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I know that's probably too much information. I don't even know if y'all could even really see it or tell, but in person you can really, really see it. Cindy says she's had 2 surgeries on her back and spine. Oh yes, Deborah, I have a TENS unit. I have, is it called Hallow? Hallow? I have every gadget, every cream. I've tried everything. I need spine surgery. Yeah, those discs are pressing into my spine, and nothing's gonna fix it until surgery. We're just trying to keep the pain away, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys so much. I'll be here next week, next Tuesday, and it will be week number 9 for the 12 weeks of Halloween. So this was week 8, super simple. And hopefully next week, I'm not traveling this weekend. I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, I should be able to make the project before Tuesday. And then that way on Tuesday, I'll be ready and fresh and I won't have so much pain. Yeah. Okay. Y'all have a great night. See you next week. Thanks again.